niggas still can't post up in any neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like back in the day. But through these organizations, gangs and shit, it connected niggas. It's a network of niggas where a nigga can slide through a nigga hood now more easier than back in the day.
Right.
Through one nigga that controlled everything, right? But even still, it's prerequisites with that too. So I say, these niggas violent. Niggas was violent back then, but it was a handful of niggas violent back then. There's way more niggas violent now. And I said, this is the reason why I think them niggas are a little bit more violent, because a nigga wouldn't drop a body in front of the school. They don't give a fuck now. So if you ain't willing, it ain't that the game changed, it ain't worth it. If you ain't willing to do certain shit, then it definitely ain't for you right now. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like we used to talk about. You said, like, if you ain't really with no nut shit, willing to smack a nigga anywhere, everywhere.
Yep.
That shit ain't for you. Don't give a fuck how much money in that shit. You know what I'm saying right now? So, only thing I think different is, it's less structure. It's less structure. But at the same time, it's you can say it's more structure, but less, it's less of a monopoly on shit. Like one nigga just can't have no monopoly on shit like that no more. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I think that was kind of like maybe my observations, but that kind of like separated East and West a little bit. It seemed like West Baltimore, a lot of dudes was one dude monopolized a whole neighborhood and different neighborhoods, and that's what it seemed like. And it seemed like it kind of seemed more like more unity because they was all under one dude. Versus East Baltimore was 100 motherfuckers, different colored tops on one corner.
But now the whole city like that.
The whole city probably is like that now.
Yeah, it is like that now.
Yeah.
I mean, but that still can exist a little more probably over West than the East.
Yeah.
Right. And then I think niggas, damn, that's a good question. I think niggas respect the dollar more than they respect men now.
Facts. I agree with you with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just popped in my head. It just came out of nowhere. Because a nigga would say, nah, you don't do that, yo. A good nigga back then.
Mm-hmm.
And can save, like, it's almost nearly nothing can save you these days. You know what I'm saying? How can a broke ass nigga take out a nigga with money? And that's what's happening now.
Yep.
That wasn't going to happen back then.
Or
a nigga can get you clipped for a couple $100 now.
Yeah, a couple
How
hundred.
the fuck you can be a rich nigga, or at least a hood rich nigga, and the nigga get took out by a little nigga that's nobody. That wasn't happening before, bro.
Okay.
And if it did, niggas would kill the shit out of his ass immediately, yo. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, niggas just don't respect that structure.
Yeah.
Like, that structure out the window.
I ain't even gonna say niggas wasn't killing. Well, yeah, probably further back you go. Niggas wasn't killing good men for like rats. You know, now like niggas will kill you about a rat if he feeding you. Like that rat feeding niggas will kill you for him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Him.
They will, yeah.
I mean, being a rat don't even have the same negative connotation, like the stain. It don't even have a stain on niggas no more, yo.
Yeah, I know.
Niggas are like, yeah, I told. Who the fuck? And if you're a gangster, I mean, you get busy. I'm gonna say you're a gangster. Because you can be a rat and still be a gangster, but you just ain't a stand-up gangster. Might be a gangster, yo. Yeah. I mean, a gangster rat. And niggas ain't gonna stand on it. I mean, well, gangster niggas all together, but
a lot of dudes
are
right.
A lot of dudes can comply, yo. Perform. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like it's not
up,
even a shame.
It's
with
fucked
that
up.
Shit, yo.
It's fucked up in the streets. It's fucked up. And like a lot of little dudes though, they just want to get high. I'm gonna say back in your era, you know,
niggas got
high, but niggas still was getting like niggas was into money. Yeah.
They wanted to keep themselves up and all that shit. See, bipping was like, I guess like smoking weed is now. Like it was acceptable.
Yeah. Let me ask you, you out that
if you was bipping, that's what they called it back then, right? Sniffing, no bipping. If you was bipping or sniffing, and that's all you was doing, then you was a bum ass nigga. But if you was bipping, by the time I was driving, it wasn't no bipping. Like I wasn't participating in no shit like that. But when I was young, I used to rob and do all nut shit, fuck money up. That's around the time I used to bip.
That's what I was about to ask you.
Nigga introduced me to that shit. I was 15, like I was real young. Like real young. I got shot. Matter of fact, I got shot over East Baltimore on Bartley and Avenue.
Oh, you got 15. Shot down the hill? I ain't.
Yeah, 15, bro. Yeah. I supposed to be in the house at 11 o'clock, my mother said. Got probably shot like 11:30. Yeah.
That's when L&B was wild. L&B was
wild.
Was
the phone booth right there. It used to be the phone booth right there. The brick wall right there. I got shot right there.
Yep.
Yeah. I supposed to be in the house at 11, yo. I was 15, 1-5.
I ain't never know that, yo. I ain't never know that.
Man, I've been through a lot
of shit. What you was doing over the way? What you was trying to rob something right there?
No,
1,000 niggas.
Tommy Lee.
Okay,
was giving my man and them.
Okay.
The, synthetic cane. We had the motherfucking 50. They probably was like 50. I can't say because I ain't bought a veil. I used to get the shit like 300 dimes already made. But now I'm grown. They probably was 45 fats or 50s, yo. Synthetic cane. We used to get that shit. And they banked my man. He dead now, Smurf. But he wasn't going nowhere. And they knew I was wild. I was a wild little kid. So they promised me $1,000 a week to go over there and just chill with him and watch his back.
Okay.
One day, shit popped off because they banked him. Shit popped off a couple of days later. I was only in there a couple of days. And the shootout jumped down and I got caught in the middle.
Okay.
I hit the stomach. Yeah. I went to Union Memorial. Took me to Union Memorial. Yeah, yo, so
let me ask you now. I want to go back a little bit now that you know talked about you was bipping. What made you stop though? Like, cause a lot of what was going on now is like it's so cool to get high that the young dudes like. I want to know like what made you stop? Like, man, I gotta tighten up.
My man caught an armed robbery and I robbed this nigga. We robbed this nigga, and the nigga was out training school with me, yo. And we laid him down. Yo, looked up and called my whole name out, yo. I mean, my government name. He knew the yo, my man, both of them dead now, yo. Everybody dead that group. Yeah. Both of them niggas dead that was on the charge with me. But Rodney got away. But Sweet Man, his name Robert Bennett. But Sweet Man, me and him went to jail. And then we wound up taking 4 years. And then when I got up Hagerstown up in the youth offender program, we was up there. I learned about Islam, working out, back then doing 500 jump jacks.
Yeah.
And then the Murray Home niggas came up there. Kenny Bean and them back in the day. Manny and all them. And them niggas was like, I'm like 17 by the time. And they my age and got Z's, yo. Niggas up North Pulaski. Legends.
Yeah.
So I brainwashed myself. Cause we used to say, after our first parole hearing, got turned down, I got a hit. Sweet Man got a 10-month delay release. We say, nah, we ain't gonna get high. Yo, we just gonna get high on weekends. Like every weekend we go in the day room, we just talk about shit.
Yeah.
Nah, we ain't gonna do it. But we thought we could do it and still get money. But what happened, the way the law worked, God, he got the 10-month delay release. I got the year hit. I had to go back and then they let me go.
Right.
So I had like 24 months in, something like that. Hold up. I had 4 years. You do 1/4. I went up with 12 months. So yeah, I had like 24 months in. So when I came home, he wasn't sniffing dope. My man. He was drinking. This how I started drinking liquor. I just couldn't stand the smell of that shit.
Right.
My uncle and them, I just like that shit stink when I was a kid, right? So when I came home, he wasn't doing it. I said, what the fuck I look like doing it? My homies ain't doing it. But they were drinking a little Cisco and all that type of shit. So we'd drink that little shit, I met my baby mother, all that shit. And I ain't never go back. Son, I'm ready. I always kept trying to get dope money and it wouldn't go right. And they used to be like, yo, go back there ready. I'm like, yo, that's where the money at. Then I got it right, yo, with Wu-Tang. About 2-3 years later, I was about 21, ready turn 22. I got it right. And I was like, man, I ain't trading this shit in for no motherfucker. How you crazy?
Yeah.
This is the how. Get money, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there was no way I was gonna go back to that shit, bro. But I be relating to them young motherfuckers. When I be out there, I used to be out there, talk to them, they, I might reveal it. They be like, what? How the fuck you was doing that? They don't even see it. I'm like, you don't supposed to see it.
Yeah.
That's what I did. That ain't who I am, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can quit that shit too.
Yeah, you come back.
You gotta substitute it for something greater. It gotta be positive though. I mean, getting money ain't positive, but between getting high and getting money, that's the more positive thing to do. You know what I'm saying? So, well, not getting money ain't positive, but selling drugs wasn't positive, But yeah.
You're a strong brother though, man. You've been through a lot, man. And
man,
me just, me knowing you and to know you had a fucked up 2021, yo. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that shit was heavy, bro.
Yeah, you had a heavy 2021. I know you're glad that year behind you, although some of the stains can never go. And I ain't gonna even ask you no stupid, silly ass shit like how you feel, but
I can tell you how
that can make you feel you lost your son, like it's due to violence of the streets, like. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace, Lil Rico, too. I want to take a moment of silence to Lil Rico. Moment of silence for Lil Rico. A lot of times, people look at fathers like, whether they incarcerated or they home on the streets, like it don't affect them like the way it affect mothers.
That shit.
But then fathers be probably feeling like they failed their sons. You know what I'm saying? All that type of stuff, like they failed in a certain... man.
Yeah, you gonna go through all that shit, right?
Guilt and all that.
Like, I felt that shit when it first happened. I really couldn't believe that shit. Like, some days I be still thinking I'm in shock. Like, damn, that shit, you dealing with that shit good? Like, how you dealing with that shit so good? Some days I still be thinking about this shit, right? But I know it's real. But the thing is, I'll put it like this: if it's 100%, like effort, I gave my son. I don't got exaggerate, yo. Even though we modest, I gave him 85, yo. Like, dead serious, right? So I know I ain't found him because I ain't never, ever, ever. Yo, my son, yo, was 17. Even though he lived with me, he was 17 before he even seen me do anything wrong. Like, he never seen me hustle, but like drink and heard me curse. Like, his mother had a whole different way of, carrying herself. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, my son loved each other so much that I was slow on shit. Like, cause I asked myself, I said, like, damn, yo, you been in the street your whole life. How you ain't see the fuck what he was into, right? But because he always a little boy to me. Even though I knew he was getting older, and I was always telling him, like, I used to stress that, boy, when you turn 18, like, the life ain't gonna play with you. And he got killed at 18. I said that for like 3 years straight. I be thinking about this shit like, damn, boy, you was on something. So, but only thing I can tell you is, once my head cleared, I was like, yo, you really did pretty much, like, all the way down to, yo, get your permit while you in school. I'm gonna get you a car. I'm all that shit I ain't do, bro. And my father was like, I got you, but I want you to be this type of nigga. I tell my son, work at Chick-fil-A, nigga. He was like, he asked me, Dad, if I be a police, you gonna be mad at me? I said, no, this don't be no fuck nigga. Don't fuck with niggas. Don't be a bad police. Just do your job.
Right.
Then he was lost. I said, go in the service, yo. So I didn't never want my son to be no dope nigga, no robber, none of that shit. All the way when I found out I had a son, bro. asked his mother, please, do me a favor. Don't never buy no water guns, cap guns, none of that shit. Right. So I know the way the life went and the effort I put, I did. Of course, I probably could have done a little, something else more, but I can really rest every day, knowing that I didn't never turn my back on my boy, yeah.
Right.
So it hurt, but as the time going, it hurt less and less. But it's gonna hurt. So I really had a whole different vision for this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, how can you have a father and you still fall victim to this shit? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that allows me to deal with this shit. And then I say, man, there's 300 other people dealing with this shit every year. Times 10 years, it's 3,000 families affected. It's two old dumb niggas on the same path. Mm-hmm. It was a collision. That's all it was. It was me until I seen the light. Right. It was me. His fate was what I supposed to be. But God saved me and kept sending me to prison, bro. He ain't never get a chance to go to prison. So, I mean, he woke something else in me too, though, that I definitely want to help. Like, it ain't just about getting no money no more. It's about some other shit too. You feel me? Mm-hmm. So that's basically how I can articulate that. I mean, you could teach them, bro, but if something else get a hold of them, like, it's tough being a parent now. All them parents, they got them little like kids coming up. Mm-hmm. They up against society. They up against the cell phone, bro, social media. Like, they up against a lot. Man, a parent is extremely hard right now, bro. Because I know there's a lot of outside influences that can drown your voice as a parent.
I know. I'm going
because
through
they're going to tell them what the fuck they want to hear, bro. Mm-hmm. And then you're going to be the bad guy because you telling them you ain't agreeing with this. Because now I know, because I remember Rico said, Dad, what do you do for a living? I was like, man, I rap and do real estate. Mm-hmm. And that's probably when he started thinking he can do what I did. Sometimes, even though you tell them no, they still be recording, watching what you're doing, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the boys, man, they got that same blood in them. They got the same blood in them that you got, bro.
Same DNA.
So this should be deeper than even yes or no, yeah, hot, cold, don't do that. Sometimes that shit just be what it is, bro. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically how I look at it. I hope nobody don't feel that shit. Right. Because it's terrible. It's a terrible feeling because you're going to blame yourself. But I just thought about it. I said, my mama ain't even raised me to be doing the shit I done. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I guess he paid for a lot of us. That's all I can say.
Yeah, that's a tough pill, man. That's a tough ass pill, man.
Yeah. Tough ass pill. He paid for, because a lot of us tighter now. Mm-hmm. That I wish it didn't take him to be like that. But he paid for it.